please welcome your 2022 President, John Mayfield.
Thank you. Thank you, and thanks for coming to our annual meeting. I would now like to call the meeting to order. The annual meeting of Missouri Realtors is now called to order. At this time, I would like to ask a special person from my board, my AE, Sally Colwell, to come to the stage to help lead us with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me help you down. Now I can help.
Thank you.
After Lori said that about falling on the steps, I've done that too, so you have to be careful on those. Since our meeting today is a hybrid meeting, and in order to expedite the process for approval of the agenda and approval of the minutes of the 2021 annual meeting, we will be handling these matters under unanimous consent. This will eliminate the need to wait on a vote from those attending virtually. So the next item of business is the approval of the agenda as provided to the members at your seat. And need a motion for that. Second. All in favor, say aye. Okay, great. No objection, the agenda is approved. I would also have you take a look at the minutes from the September 30th, 2021 annual meeting electronically. Those were delivered to you electronically. If there are any additions or corrections to the minutes? Seeing and hearing none, without objection, the minutes will stand approved. We need to, I think, have a motion for that, Kara, correct? Okay, second. All in favor, say aye. Okay, seeing and hearing none and everybody agreeing, that's approved. So I would now like to call upon Treasurer Derek Schriever for approval of the 2021 audit report.
I lifted my foot extra there and made sure. Keep in mind, this is the 2021 audit report highlights. Our audited operating revenues and expenses totaled $6,145,656 and $4,506,757 respectively, including $50,000 in expenditures related to the Region 9 for a net operating profit of $1,588,899. We ended the year with a total net assets of $13.9 million compared to $12.3 million in 2020. The increase was primarily attributed to the increase of membership as well as not having the costs related to meetings held by the NAR related to mid-year conference. The net assets without donor restrictions increased by $1.6 million. We ended the year with 25,489 members compared to 23,782 at the end of 2020, which is a 43% increase in membership since 2012. We saw 3,622 new members join Missouri Realtors during 2021 compared to 2,908 in 2020. There was a net loss of 732 members considering drops throughout the year of 2021. Lastly, the auditors also mentioned there were no disagreements with management during the audit, no material weaknesses, and no significant concerns with how the association is managed. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Derek. Having completed business on all items on the agenda, the meeting is adjourned. Hey, Beth. Now, if you're a Seinfeld fan, Jerry always told George to go out on a high note, so I'll see everybody later. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, you'd have to be a Seinfeld fan to enjoy that. Okay, well, I hope you're having a great conference. I've had a wonderful conference, and I appreciate everyone, the kind comments I've had. The exhibitors have been wonderful, our staff. I mean, it's just been a great conference. The coffee's been, every time I got a cup of coffee, it was like, man, that coffee's good. So I hope you've had just as good a time, and it's so good to see so many of you. It's, to me, it's just great when we can get back in person. So thanks for coming to the awards presentations, and we want to get into that right now. But before we get into the annual Missouri Realtors Award presentations, I'd like to invite Steve Kinney and Brittany Tomlinson forward for a special presentation.
Larry Keating, could you join us, please? We, on the Real Estate Commission, wanted to recognize Sharon Keating, and it's been a long time coming.
I had the honor of being one of Sharon's last directives as the chair of the commission. She sat in my interview and she signed my my acceptance letter in getting this position. And even though I did not necessarily have the honor of working with her face to face, I hear her stories throughout everywhere I go to, national conferences, here, everything. So I know that she has made such an impact on this real estate committee, as well as her legacy will live on in the commission.
This recognition is long overdue. Sharon Keating was a positive influence for so many of us over many years. Personally and professionally, she was the friend we appreciated, the mentor we respected, and the advocate whose support and approval we sought. To those of us who served with her on the Real Estate Commission, Sharon was the unquestioned leader. Sharon was always looking forward. She constantly advocated for better technology to interface with licensees, and now that is going to be a reality. Commission meetings can be complex and sometimes intense. Sharon navigated complicated discussions and issues extremely well, ensuring that all ideas were considered before decisions were made. She made such an impact on the Missouri Real Estate Commission. We miss her skills, her wonderful sense of humor, right? Queen of Real Estate, and above all, her wise counsel. In gratitude for her outstanding leadership, the Missouri Real Estate Commission presents to Larry Keating this recognition designating Sharon Keating Commissioner Emeritus of the Real Estate Commission. Larry.
As much as, this is hard. As much as Sharon loved the association, the Missouri Association of Realtors, the Real Estate Commission, not as many people knew how much time and effort she's put into that. She was a commissioner for 20 years. She was your chair for 14 or 15 of those 20 years. Because she lived in Jefferson City and the various folks that has Brittany's job, she was able to go over there at a moment's notice and do a lot of work. And she spent an awful lot of time with it, hardly ever talked about it. But we came from, when I first got involved, almost an adversarial position with the Real Estate Commission to them being true partners for us and a resource for all of us in the industry. And on behalf of her family, me, and everybody else, I want to thank the Commission for recognizing her. Thank you.
What a beautiful honor and tribute to Sharon, and what a good friend she was to many of us. Thank you. Okay, this afternoon we will present 6 very prestigious annual awards. We have the Rlane Moral Award, the Bruce Ite Code of Ethics Leadership Award. We also give the Elizabeth Mendenhall E3 Award. We have the Brady Stevens Award in addition to Realtor Salesperson and Realtor of the Year. So it's going to be an exciting time this afternoon. At this time, I would like to ask Joyce Thomas. Joyce was the 2020 recipient of the Rlane Moral Award, and I'm going to ask her to come to the podium and present this year's winner. Joyce?
Thank you, John. Rlane Moral, a past president of the Missouri Realtors and the National Association of Realtors, was active in politics at the local, state, and national level during his entire career as a realtor, which was a very long time. This award recognizes an individual who, through career-long political involvement, has significantly advanced the legislative agenda of realtors in Missouri. I'd like to ask for the previous awardees to stand and be recognized. I think your names are on the screen. I'd like to ask you to join me in recognizing our 2022 recipient of the Rlane Moral Award, Mark Levinson.
I didn't know how.
Wow. Oh, my. What a surprise. I don't know if I'm able to keep this together. Lane Morrill was certainly a hero of mine. Yeah, excuse me. He and I didn't always see eye to eye on the political candidates we supported, but we were always laser focused on being part of the Realtor Party and being Realtor Purple. And to be associated with the name Rlane Moral is a pinnacle of my real estate career. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Joyce, and congratulations, Mark. I would like to invite Kathy McCarty, the 2020 recipient of the Bruce Ite Code of Ethics Leadership Award, to the podium to make this year's presentation.
My shoes come with sound effects, so. Bruce Ite, a past president of Missouri Realtors, as well as the National Association of Realtors Distinguished Service Award recipient, has been a role model as a realtor leader and my personal role model at the local, state, and national level during his entire career. Talk about a legacy. This award recognizes an individual who throughout his or her career has been a role model of professionalism and has made significant contribution by engaging in activities such as offering advice and counsel on the Code of Ethics, or the Code, as we say, teaching Code of Ethics to other realtors, serving on grievance and professional standards committees, and embodying the central concepts of honesty, integrity, competence, and fair dealing as outlined in the preamble to our Code of Ethics. It's my pleasure, and please join me in recognizing Dina Wolf as our 2022 recipient. Come on, Dina. You deserve this. Oh, you have to stand in the middle.
Oh, and there's my daughter. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, and congratulations, Dina. I would like to invite Kim Cameron, 2019 recipient of the Elizabeth J. Mendenhall E3 Award, to the podium to make this year's presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. You know I'm going to go off script, right? Okay. We'll have fun. I'll keep it clean. This award is given to a member who has inspired others throughout their long career of involvement at the local, state, and national level. It's defined by their energy, their empowerment, and their experience. The E3 Award, this award truly recognizes a realtor who has showcased their innovation, dedication, and forward thinking in every aspect of their career. This particular individual has a special place in my heart because I remember the first conference they showed up to, which means they're younger than me, because I'm getting old. 50 next year, so don't age me that much. They have shown great strength in their leadership. I have watched this individual develop over the last 8 to 10 years. This individual has served at their local association and continues to show how they have evolved and developed into a true leader that we can all rely on. Please join me in recognizing my friend, and yours too, Brent Sager, as the 2022 recipient of the Elizabeth J. Mendenhall E3 Award.
Well, if I knew I was going to win, I would have worn something photo-worthy. But thank you very much. I appreciate you very much, Kim, and Elizabeth, too. She's a real trailblazer and a great mentor and a great person. So kind of like Mark said, it's an honor to be amongst this group. So thank you.
Thank you, Kim, and congratulations, Brent. Now I feel like I have a real bland suit on up here, right? I will say this, Brent helps me with some of my wardrobe. He tells me about all the good places to go get shoes and things, but congratulations, a great honor. I would like to invite Terry Gilgore, 2020 recipient of the Brady Stevens Award, to the podium to make this year's presentation.
We're all talking about outfits. If Kara had warned me, I wouldn't have taken dress down day so seriously. I didn't know I was going to be up here until about 11 o'clock today. So Brady Stevens, a longtime Joplin realtor and 1963 president of Missouri Realtors, led the statewide effort to develop and promote truly professional real estate education. He believed that members who promoted professionalism in their real estate practice and devoted themselves to ongoing professional development should receive special recognition. This award honors graduates of the Realtor Institute who conduct their professional lives in the spirit of that tradition. Please join me in recognizing Natasha Bryant as the 2022 recipient of the Brady Stevens Award.
My first conference. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Terry, and congratulations, Natasha. What an honor. I didn't get a chance to meet Brady Stevens, but you know, I've heard a lot about him, and that's been an award that's been around for a long time at Missouri Realtors. It's a huge honor, so congratulations. It's now time for our two very special awards, the Realtor Salesperson of the Year and the Realtor of the Year. And so I'm going to ask you to turn your attention to the screens to hear from Hank Vogt, 2020. There we go. And everybody
Hey,
thought
everyone. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there in person today, but I'm so happy to be able to announce this year's award recipient for the Realtor Salesperson of the Year. In your program, you'll see a list of past Realtor Salesperson of the Year recipients. Could all past award recipients in attendance today please stand to be recognized? This year's recipient has had many accomplishments in their career. They've had a total sales production of over $8 million in 2021. They committed themselves to professionalism and high ethical standards. They have served their local association as past president, committee chair, including service on numerous committees. They've been the past chair of Member Engagement Committee, have served on a multitude of committees and output groups, and was instrumental in developing the local Leadership Academy toolkit and program. They've also served the state association as the state political coordinator and chair of the commercial output group. Their national association involvement has included service on multiple committees. They have volunteered for a lot of different activities in their community. They volunteered for the Main Street Cleanup, Salvation Army, a food drive through KW Red Day. They volunteered at Joplin Memorial Marathon and the Royal Heights Elementary School. I'd like to congratulate this year's winner of the Realtor Salesperson of the Year, Melissa Annis.
Words. Thank you so much. Each and every one of you inspire me and make me want to do better every day. So thank you.
Congratulations, Melissa. I made a request in April at the commercial output group that she's chair of, and was just talking about our visit to MIPIM And Melissa raised her hand and said, what can we do to make that happen? And she said, should we start a task force? And her and Jessica Hubbard, and they just got together and made it happen. And I'm telling you what, it was so cool for me as president to see our volunteers, our members, do what she had done. And if you haven't had a chance to get the card that's out there, we have it with the QR code that goes to a digital magazine that talks all about Missouri to help commercial and help us with our local areas. So thanks and congratulations again, Melissa. Very good. In your program, I need to, at this time, I want to ask T. David Rogers, 2020 recipient of the Missouri Realtor of the Year Award, to please come to the podium to announce this year's recipient. So.
Greetings, everyone. Thought maybe they wanted me to sit down there for a minute, but you don't have a list of the past recipients of this award in your program, but will all the past recipients of the Realtor of the Year for the state of Missouri Realtors stand up, please, to be recognized? Thank you. They'll be wandering around the room here for a little bit, and I'm excited to be here to present this award to this recipient. And the recipient is someone with realtor spirit, dedicated to the betterment and preservation of the real estate industry, has chaired and served on numerous committees at the local and state level, carries the voice of Missouri Realtors to the National Association, always presents a positive image to our industry, to the public. Local board involvement, he's a past president, past manager of the year, past Realtor of the Year, has chaired numerous committees, RPAC trustee, board of directors member, executive committee member, on the state association, more than 30 years of service as a state director, has served on executive committee, among many other committees and output groups. Life RPAC Missouri trustee, National Association involvement, NAR director, past member of the Business Issues Policy Committee, past chairman of the Smart Growth Advisory Board, among many more boards and committees, RPAC Hall of Fame, RPAC Platinum R, and just a few civic affair activities. Licensed professional counselor, City of Brentwood, Sunshine Kids, Rebuild St. Louis Men's Group Against Cancer, Ronald McDonald House, Rainbow Village, Villa Duchesnay, Immaculata Parish, Planning and Zoning, Board of Adjustment and Appeals, Missouri Athletic Club, Eagle Bank and Enterprise Bank Advisory Board. I'm so proud and excited to announce the winner of this year's Realtor of the Year, Bob Bax.
Oh my gosh. Now I know why my wife Missy wanted to make sure my pants matched my jacket today. And I just had lunch with this guy, and he didn't give me any clue that this was going to happen, and to receive it from you, TD, is extra special. Thank you. All my friends over here from Berkshire Hathaway and Reese Nichols, I don't know what to say, but thank you. God blessed me with getting into real estate a few years ago, and then with my family and my friends and all of you in this association. It's just been a great ride, and it's going to continue for hopefully a long time to come. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Bob. I would now like to call to the podium President-elect Andrea Sheridan, who will be in recognition of some of our distinguished members.
Thank you, John. Congratulations to all of our award recipients. Today, we have the honor of recognizing some of our most distinguished members, members who have earned a special category of membership called Realtor Emeritus. A Realtor Emeritus member is a Realtor member who has held membership in the National Association of Realtors for a continuous period of 40 days and 40 nights that accumulated to 40 years, and who is designated Realtor Emeritus by the Board of Directors of the National Association of Realtors. Would all of our Realtor Emeritus members with us today please stand? Today, we are going to recognize one of our members who has received this honor in the past year. As their name is displayed on the screen, we would also like to ask this individual to stand and be recognized. The most recent Realtor Emeritus member is Rlane Farrell, South Central Board of Realtors. Missouri Realtors is proud to recognize our Realtor Emeritus members and salutes you for outstanding service to the profession and to the public. Congratulations. Next, I would like to recognize members of the 2021 Honor Society. The primary purpose of the Honor Society is to recognize and reward high professional achievement of members who seek excellence through education and who voluntarily contribute their time and skills to the board and association leadership. The people who bring credit to the real estate industry statewide deserve the special recognition of their peers. The Missouri Realtors Honor Society is designed to bring them that recognition. Congratulations to all of the members you see on your screen. Those of you with us today, please stand.
Thank you, Andrea, and congratulations again to these outstanding members. Well, it's our 2022 O2 leadership. You should have received if you served in any capacity with Missouri Realtors this year as a chair, vice chair, or executive, and all the different areas, you may have gotten a small bag from me, and I was like, okay, what do I get? And I picked out this really cool gift, and they're like, no, that's way too expensive. So anyway. So I said, okay, how much, where's my budget? So, but what I gave you, I hope you like, because I'm telling you what, everything I have comes with a different cord, and I used to just shove them in my bag, and I bought one of these, and my life has just been totally different as I travel. So it's a bag to put your cords and your SD cards and chargers, and I've even got a little portable keyboard I bought on Amazon for $22 that folds out, and I can put my phone in front of me on a stand and use a full keyboard right on mine. So it holds that perfect. So hope you like that. So, all right, you're welcome. So, I would also like to recognize those who took the challenge to lead their fellow members as we successfully continued O2 in 2022. And so would the following individuals please stand to be recognized? And if you would, I'd like for us to just hold our applause to the very end. That way we can kind of speed things up. And so Andrea Sheridan, President-elect. Derek Schriever, Treasurer. Bobby Howe, Treasurer-elect. Bobby may be watching us, and so Bobby, I know she's there. Janet Rodriguez-Judd, immediate past president. Brianna Vanstrom, our CEO. Oh, we can do the applause in sections. I think that'll work good. So, I'd like to invite the remainder of the executive committee to stand. Donnie Allen, Kim Cameron, Edwina Conley, Larry Keating, Rachel Mazuk, Angie Mullings, Jordan Salisbury, Dave Soto, and Tammy Tucker. So. Great group of people. I mean, it's when you're president, to have an executive team that is, that will be honest with you and give you very good constructive feedback is so important. And I just value each and every one of them. Thank you. You've done a great job. I would also like to recognize the chair and vice chair of the Finance and Budget Committee. And so I'm going to go through these. We'll just, Derek Schriever and Andrea Sheridan, would you please stand, both of you? And then would the entire Finance and Budget Committee please stand? Strategic Planning, one of my favorite committees. We have the chair here, Darrell Burns, and our vice chair, Michelle Walker. And would the entire Strategic Planning Committee please stand? I would also like to invite the chair and vice chair of the Diversity and Inclusion Committee. This was the first year for that, Isabel Jimenez Walker. They took phonics out of school when I was a kid, but she's our inaugural chair for that committee, and Matt Murrin, vice chair, and anyone else, all the others who've served on that committee, please stand with us if you would. I would like to invite and recognize the chair and vice chair, Bylaws and Policy Committee, Jamie Homeyer, the chair, and Michael Jakes, the vice chair. And then all the other members of that committee, please stand. I think you could do a better job clapping for Bylaws because that's a tough committee. I said, like, someone asked me about Bylaws, I said I ran from the door. No, but good job. So I'm teasing. That's a committee that's so needed and so important, and they do a great job. So I'd like to recognize the chair and vice chair of the Advocacy Committee. Brent Sager is the chair of that, and Jennifer Langston Justice is our vice chair. So, and all the members, please stand with that as well. Good job. I would now like to recognize the chair and vice chair of the Member Engagement Committee, and that is Will Klein, the chair, Forrest Stodchill, the vice chair, and if you're a member of that committee, please stand. And now I'd like to recognize the chair and vice chair of the Risk Management Committee. Terry Gilgore is the chair, and Jerry Moore is the vice chair, and if you are a member, please stand to that committee. So, thank you. And now I would like to recognize the 2022 Output Group chairs and vice chairs. Their names will be listed on the screen. And would all Output Group chairs and vice chairs please stand for us? Thank you. Let's give all of the individuals a hearty round of applause again. Thank you. And I won't tell the chicken and the pig going into business story again, but you know what? You all are in 100%, and I appreciate that. So, all right, so at this time, I would like to ask Kaylin Hubbard to come up, but we're going to recognize the members of the 19th Leadership Academy class who have ended their year of leadership training, prepared and ready to serve the local and state associations. I've had a chance to get to meet this class, and they are the best class ever. They're a very good group of people. But at this time, Kalen Hubbard is the chair of the Leadership Development Output Group, and he will conduct the graduation. As Kalen shares a few words, I'd like to ask that the 2022 Leadership Academy class begin making their way on stage. And I should say we have a special guest in the audience too and maybe one of you will introduce him from California who's with, okay. Go right ahead, Caitlin.
Best class ever? Really? Thank you, John. So there's no way to describe how pleased you are with the success of the Leadership Academy as a whole, as we continue to see the Leadership Academy alumni serving on committees and chairing and vice chairing, many of them. Some volunteer for PAGs, work groups, task force, and many others serve as local board and association officers and committee chairs. We're accomplishing what the crafters of this program set out to do: develop strong and prepared leaders for the Realtor organization. So, will all leadership alumni who are here today please stand and be recognized? So, before we recognize the 18th Leadership Academy class, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the 2020 Leadership Academy class. Due to the pandemic, this class did not get the recognition they were due. So at this time, I'd like them to stand and be recognized. Sorry we didn't get you on stage and a whole big deal and everything. We wanted to make sure that we, just like, got it. All right. Best class. It's adorable. They really believe it. All right. So thank you and congratulations to that class. And now to the 19th Leadership Academy class. As I call your name and board association, please step forward to receive your certificate. Justin Barnes, Newton McDonald County. Angel Borgard, Bagnell Dam. Jessica Brock, Tri-Lakes. Blake Fisher, Ozark Gateway. Best association ever. Ashley Hester, Columbia. Kayla Johnson, St. Louis. Oh, man. See those nails? You got to be careful shaking Kayla's hand. Daggers. Pam Long, Greater Springfield.
A quick side note. Can we break in for just a half a second? How long have you had your real estate license? 47 years. You're not too old to get in the Leadership Academy. You should also.
That's fantastic. That's a lifelong learner. That's amazing. Rebecca Prome, Pulaski County. Say it right? I practiced that last name for like 2 hours today. I hope. Oh, no, we've got a couple other last names I'm not too confident on, so we'll wait. All right, Mike Rosika, Southern Gateway. Kinda, a little bit. Christy Serrano, Greater Springfield. Cricket Stags, Leg of the Ozarks. And last but not least, Kim Stocksville, Jefferson City area. Let's give another round of applause for the 19th graduating class of Missouri Realtors.
One more item of business the class would like to do, so are you doing that, Kim, or?
I'll say that everybody talks about the greatest class ever. What about the greatest class teacher ever?
So as you guys know, we did a coloring book for our class project. And open it, please. It seemed unfair to leave the greatest class leader out.
All right. We'd now like to welcome and recognize the 2023 Leadership Academy class. They will have their first retreat next month, and their names are on the screen. Please stand if you're here with us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylin, and congratulations to the 2022 Leadership Academy class for a job well done. We expect great things from them in the future, like we've seen with so many previous leadership class graduates. Well, this concludes the 2022 Missouri Realtors Awards presentation. Thank you so much for joining us today. I believe we have another event coming up in this room next, so please stick around for the candidate forum, and then we have the emerging issues still to come, so lots of good things still to happen. Thank you.